back to my channel. This is Camille's Dishes, and today we're going to do a kitchen tour and talk about some storage and organization in my kitchen. So we have been here for 5 years, and this house was as it is. We didn't pick out the kitchen or anything like that. So this is a U-shaped kitchen. It has a good amount of storage, but I'm going to show you specifically how I organize it and some tips for you. So let's start with just a little walk around the kitchen. Starting over here, sink, window, stove, counter space, and fridge. The table is behind the kitchen over here, and this also has some storage, which is really nice. I have my pastry board behind the table there. This table usually has a leaf in it, but I took it out recently to make some more room. It also has some drawers over here, and then this is where we keep our dog's stuff, some plants, and some outdoor kitchen tools and veggies and stuff like that. So in terms of efficiency, one thing that you want to look for in a kitchen is a triangle for your 3 biggest tasks. So your fridge, your sink, and your stove. So this does have the triangle design. So I know a lot of kitchens now have like a large island in the middle, which might put your fridge off to one side. So that's just something to think about, where you want these 3 things pretty close together so that you can work really quickly and efficiently and not having to make a lot of steps. So that is one great thing about the U-shaped kitchen. Although we're missing that beautiful island a lot of people have, it is very efficient for doing tasks quickly. One of my best tips that I can give you is, if you have a utensil drawer that does not have a drawer pull on it, definitely get one. If you can find one like this that is a fork, that's even better, because then that lets guests know where your utensils are. This is what our utensil drawer looks like. On the side I have like everyday kind of tools like ladles and ice cream scoops and things like that. Straws and chopsticks. And then over here I have more like baking tools, thermometers, things like that. And this pull also makes it really easy when you're cooking, if your hands are dirty, to like use one clean finger and pull it open instead of having to try and get this open. It's a lot more difficult. So the idea when I set up the kitchen, and again, I've been here for 5 years, so I have had some time to change this. Like, this has been here for maybe 2 years, and I do really like this a lot. You know, certain things magnetize to it, so I don't really use this a ton, but this is something that magnetizes to it. And, you know, stainless steel cutting scissors are great to have like close by, along with knives. So basically the idea is, when I'm cooking, I want to be able to reach different things. So measuring cups up here, have oven mitts right next to the stove here, some utensils that I don't use as often, but I do use a lot when cooking on the stove, like 3 categories of cooking utensils. This is the first category. These are the things that I use the most and that I want to have easily at hand when I'm cooking. This is the second. So these are things I don't use as much, but you know, I do want to have close by, like whisks, a ladle. This I use to take pasta out, or like anything that's boiling out of the water. This meat thing I've used a lot. And then these are covers to some different like bowls. Category of utensils I keep over here. So these are like more serving style. This massive spatula. And then also there's some others down here along with like every takeout container or every takeout utensil ever. Cooking, I like to have things at hand. So up here I've stored a lot of mixing bowls and things for cooking. So this, for instance, can go in the oven and the microwave. Different mixing bowls here, a big Pyrex baking dish, and other baking dishes. Loaf pan, square pan, pie dish, pie plate. So another kitchen tip that I have for you, especially if you have a fridge that has a water dispenser, is to put your water cups right next to your water dispenser, so that way you're not moving a lot in the kitchen to get that, and then again it's easier if you have guests to kind of direct them to where those are. I know a lot of people don't like to have as much stuff out on their counters as we do, but we do use a lot of our counter space for storage. So we have an under the counter paper towel roll, and this again, and I'm trying to give you a lot of tips here. So this paper towel holder is actually very close to a door, so that way if we're outside and we need paper towels, we don't have to walk into the house with dirty shoes to get them. They're easy to reach. And also the trash is right next to this as well. And we keep a step stool in here because I'm extremely short and I need a step stool a lot. So another tip I have for you is that if you have a dishwasher, you should put your plates near your dishwasher. So this is the cabinet where we keep our plates. So when I'm emptying the dishwasher, I can just pick them up and put them right in here. And this is going to be the majority of what we're using in terms of plates to be able to get a lot of the dishwasher emptied and put away very quickly. We do also make use of the space above our fridge here. Well, on top of our fridge, we don't really use those cabinets behind there. I think there's some crap in there, but nothing we really use ever. I think like some outdoor plates are in there, but I don't even use those. So I have these two large stainless steel bowls on top of the fridge. We do sometimes use those as mixing bowls. If we need to, we'll just give them a wash. But we usually keep snacks up here, and then in the one on the right is unopened snacks, and the one on the left is open snacks. Mugs are right here, so they're close to our coffee. We keep our tea in there, and some other like espresso style cups on top. And then we also have our electric kettle back here too. This is where we have all of our pots and pans. And I like to use a basket for the lids of these pots so I can stack these ones here, and then the lids are right there. And then I use this pot holder or pan holder for pans. And sometimes we keep our potatoes in here too. We usually have a lot more potatoes than that. And yeah, I have some other stuff down there like a salt block, a food mill. I have a growler down there and our strainers. So that's where we keep a lot of this. I mentioned before that we're going to have to get a new oven at some point. And a lot of ovens don't have this bottom drawer. If you get like the double oven, or some of them just are raised. I don't know why, but I really like this drawer. It's pretty much the best spot to have your cookie sheets and everything. So I really want to keep that storage space. Olive oil and salt and pepper out, and just some other things if we have something we need to use up in this little caddy here. That way it keeps everything contained. And this is kind of like a good spot. We have, you know, regular salt, kosher salt, grinding pepper, and then pepper that's already ground up. We also have our spice drawer right next to the oven, so we can just grab those spices and put them right in. And this is where we have all our Pyrex. I really like, so I don't know if I was doing this before, but the Minimal Mom has said to store all of your containers with the lids on, so that way you don't collect too many. And that's what I have been doing. We have like all different sizes. I just stack them all together. I have some in this baking dish that I don't use, just so they kind of stay contained like the smaller ones. And then I just kind of stack them up. There's like big ones in the back. And then I have more serving style dishes in this cabinet. And then here we have more olive oil, just like to keep that in a dark corner. Have the mixer. I do use the mixer quite often, and this one is rather light. This one actually weighs, I think, 5 pounds compared to the KitchenAid mixer weighs 25. So it's nice. It would be nice to store away also because it has the handle, but I don't mind having it out on the counter, and I do try to use it a lot. So especially for like mashed potatoes, makes it really easy. So I like to keep that out. And then I just like to keep some fruits and veggies over here. I do love this drawer. It's got a lot of drinks in it right now. But this is awesome. If you can get a fridge with this drawer, definitely get it. I'd recommend it. Continuing with some of the kitchen upgrades, since we've done the backsplash, I also just upgraded to this new kitchen faucet, which I'm really excited and happy about. It does different settings. This was about $80 something on Amazon, and I'll link it below. It's really great. We've only had it for like a day. It came with this soap dispenser, which is great too. So we have hand soap in here, and basically the best thing about this is so our old faucet had a sprayer that broke, and instead of replacing it, I wanted to get one of these, but this also pulls out pretty long. Oh, I just got water all over the floor. So that you can fill a pot on the side of your sink instead of having to put your pot in the sink and then pull it back out, which is really great. So I love this. Definitely look into a new faucet if you need a little fun kitchen upgrade, because I think this just looks great. Even against the stainless steel, the dark, I think this is just black. It's not bronze. I think it looks really good, and it just makes the kitchen feel a lot more fancy, and you should really have a nice fancy place to make your food feel even fancier. Next, hopefully, will be the stove. At some point, we're gonna use it until it breaks, but it's on the way. So hopefully I can do that, and then I'll be able to do a stove review for you. Thank you all for watching my kitchen storage tips and tour video. I hope that you like this and you picked up some tips for your kitchen, and you could be more efficient and make your kitchen a place you love. Thanks for watching. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time.